to position well, because if they die early in a fight, the rest of the squad is not going to do any damage. As Karsi decides to lock in the Sivir here, and really good pick into this tanky front line. I think if Karsi can get 3, 4, 5 items, he can be the one melting the team and be the trap. But both teams kind of scared to walk up. Fiesta used to scatter the weak though.
Seven's quite low on mana here. He needs to be careful on how much he expends, because Fiesta still has half a bar and Seven's sitting on about 10th. Wei steps in. Shield of Daybreak onto Fleshy. That's aftershocks exchanged between the two supports. Zenith plays to the backline. Seven looks at the accelerated shock blasters. The flash away from Lince's Fleshy. Now in for a World of Hurt. Stackles lands the Q3 knockup. That 3-talon strike. Fleshy has no flash, no escape. First blood, Heretics.
A really nice aggression.
Been used, but I don't blame him for wanting to make sure he gets the hell out of there.
And a mistake from Team Heretics. They don't expect the swap from Karsi. And Naknako, really clever. He had the teleport. He can just TP back bot. So Hype only ends up getting 1 plate. And it's 3.
Drake taken too soon. Gold now basically even between the two teams. Still a lead for Douglas, as here's the Grand Starfall, and Hype has no flash. The shield bolt into the spear is enough. Naknako survives the couple of tower shots abilities, especially into low mobility carries. Like there's a Syndra on the other side. Pantheon doesn't have a huge amount of mobility. He can put up the Aegis Assault, but we can still look to contest the Drake if it starts.
I think Vitality can always contest it as long as Team Heretics has started it. As now, Wei has no Aftershock and the Leona W is timing out. I think this is a really good time for Vitality to engage.
There we go, Grand Starfall on towards the backline. Magnastorm as well on Wei, and there's no way out for the Heretics. It was a cherry on the top of the cake, but the cake was already gâteau. It was no longer gâteau, you know? Gatgon? I guess that's a great joke. That's top tier humor.
I don't know any of them.
Well, a gâteau is another name for cake.
Oh,
and so if the
French,
cake was already Gatgon, then
yeah,
gâteau anyway. It was awful, okay? I'm going to be honest, that was a 31-degree sort of joke right there. The heat getting to my head as Heretics try and get the Rift out as a recompense for the fact they lost their support and the Dragon. They do manage to pick it up. Naknako continued to put some damage down onto the bot lane tower. Seven caught in the walls of the Dark Procession. That is called Jack as he tries to trade back onto Naknako. Does have the flash. The Maiden, well, it will die in the end. Lynx is on his way across. Meanwhile, on the top side, Wei looks for the Solar Flare. Only lands the slow. Fiesta low mana, though, has to flash away from the Intofos.
Team Heretics getting some pressure across the map here. Douglas is walking around as well. He wants to go onto Fiesta, chunks him down. They can look for a dive here.
I think it's a full dive angle. Where are we in terms of TP as well? Naknako does not have his. And Heretics have 1 to spare. They'll walk to Fiesta, flash Shield of Daybreak to get the CC. Tracing tanking it. Mega Inferno Bomb clips onto the edge of the Syndra, and that's enough. And now, I mean, Flesh is going to try and walk away, but no real escape for him. Heretics, 2 on the top side. Heretics with a really smart play, overloading top side, knowing that Naknako doesn't have TP, and even if he does, Seven's trading on him in bot, and now Fiesta has no flash. All out goes Trace in, and all down goes Fiesta. Magnastorm going on to Seven as well. He flashes across the wall. Naknako's already dead. Kazi on the chase, flashes in, gets 1, and now he's going to try and open up on Douglas when becomes Lightning as he dashes away. Mega Inferno Bomb only going to clip onto Linces there as Wei goes back. Protoplasm Harness healing him up. 3-talon strike. Kazi went too deep. They get him. Douglas falls, but now Hype's here to join the party, and Linces feels the pain. A Shield of Daybreak for the stun. A Satchel as well as Hype will chase Linces down, and Heretics clean it up. Never mind. The Sunlit Skies for Linces. Heretics clean it up in the end. Messier than it should have been, but they get there.
Oh my god, it's an absolute fist fight as 5 members end up falling for Vitality. Fights with the Sivir. Syndra as well can provide so much utility. The problem now, I don't think Vitality should fight this Drake, but they're fighting. Okay, let's see.
It's Vitality. They love to fight. On the hunt goes Kazi, looking to chase in. Using the spell shield on the one becomes Lightning. Wei goes very deep. Shield of Daybreak will get the stun onto Linces, but he was able to walk away, and the Solar Flare doesn't find any connection.
It does.
He knows right, just the edge.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys who's like, okay, any more and I'm out.
Also, Seren's still not tier, so this point has to be
tier.
Cost money.
As we know, costs money and gives you nothing out of it. No stats, no mana, none of those good things.
No, but it sets Team Heretics are buying this potential Nasher. Or at least control around it, so Vitality is able to pick up the top tower. Team Heretics, their Nash damage is quite low, but since Tracen is so far ahead, and they have a Leona as well, they can tank the Nash for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would love to see Tracen push out this bot wave, move towards the Nash, and then they just start the Nash. And they just tank it and force a fight that way. As long as Wei is able to find some sort of flank or find a Rabadon, you know? We were thinking it could be a Rabadon.
It's not a full Rabadon's as of yet. He doesn't have the hat on. He has picked himself up a nice little injection of AP. On the other side, Kaza one banner, it seems, as Douglas will get the Scuttle Crab. Tracing stepping forward, takes a third of his HP from Fiesta. The poke not really poking as of yet. Vitality much healthier than Heretics. Another Morning Mist comes across the side. Kaza looking to see how he can get into this fight. Has the Ghost, has the Flash. The Drake has been begun as Tracing dashes away with the Pathmaker. Now the question is, can Vitality get in here? The poke's still not really poking.
The poke is not poking, Medic.
Wind becomes lightning across the wall. Scatterweak is down as well as Douglas sticks on the Drake for now. That's a good shock blast. Takes a little bit off as Linces now begins to step further forward. Pathmaker in as Tracing tries to separate them. There's the Drake, but Tracing falls the Magnet Storm. Crescent Guard out from Douglas to split up the fight, but now Naka with a satchel charge. A Mega Inferno Bomb and double flash out from Naka and Linces. Wei gets the Protoplasm procced onto him. Douglas in the middle of the pit has no flash. He's sacrificed. The rest of Heretics just trying to get away. A couple of pings towards the Baron from Vitality.
Can Vitality do
that fight? They knew they didn't have to secure the Drake. It was much more about finding a fight on their terms. Especially with the Rabadons already for hype. He is 3 items strong. Lord Dominic's regards finished though for Kaza now, so he will begin to melt through Fiesta with this 2,000 gold lead he's accumulated. Now really making Seren hurt. It feels like Vitality's poke actually stronger than
Fiesta
Heretics
is
now.
solo out-poking the Jace and the Ziggs in this one. As they're able to get the bot lane inhibitor, I think Hype overstayed a little bit on mid lane. He wasn't using the 6 second for them, so if they can trade it for an inhibitor and pressure on Nash, spawning in 2 minutes, that's really nice for them. He doesn't have the TP though.
Good poke onto Fiesta this time, and onto Linces. Douglas actually in a great position. Solar Flare, heck, the Rocket Belt away. Mega Inferno Bomb takes Fiesta down. He's going to have to recall, no TP. Will Vitality take this fight? It looks like they will. Fiesta staying around, the Drake already down to about half health, 5k on it. Fiesta still stepping forward. Now Nuka in the mid lane is going to take down the inhibitor tower. That will be the Drake to Heretics.
And the poke poked. Team Heretics, they were able to poke them out, so there's no fight to be had. Although Naknako forcing the flash from Tracing. I think he can probably get the inhibitor.
Yeah, last strikes with the Triforce.
Very fast,
gets through it very quickly. That will be the inhib.
Scepter, so he has some lifesteal for himself.
And Douglas picked up that boomerang, so he's losing some life for himself. So the boomerang blade comes out from Kaza. Again, Kaza kind of just walks straight into that bouncing bomb. Even taking the Mega Inferno Bomb. And
he's just started this Nash. He knows that they need to fight right now, or Naknako can pressure to end the game.
Kaza's running through mid. Kaza and Naknako are looking to pressure together to end the game as Douglas dashes away from Vitality. Way on that front line. The Nexus is the target for Vitality. First Nexus tower already down to half HP. It's gonna fall. Kaza here, the TP's in from Heretics as they try and defend Grand Starfall as well. As it looks like Wei, he's lost it. Lost his way in the jungle, no escape. No path with sweets on it, no Hansel and Gretel way out of this one. Wei dies to the unleashed power, while Douglas looks for the engaged. Crescent Guard down, Tracing from the Q3 on the Kaza, can't land it. Heretics lose their support, lose their jungler, and really lose any hope of closing out this game. Linces still on the chase. Tracing uses the Pathmaker, but Seren's forced away by Fiesta. Linces low, but he still has a Guardian Angel, as Tracing will die to Kaza, who flashes the wall to make sure he secures it. Fiesta dies to Seren and Hype, but I don't think that's really gonna matter. The Nexus Tower's the target for Vitality as they call Heretics bluff around the Baron and take down game 1.
A great macro sequence from Vitality. They recognize we don't need the Baron Nasher, we can just threaten the end. And Team Heretics, they don't have a response. Vitality taking game 1 against Team Heretics.
Not really anything Heretics